y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been like a hot minute since I've done a video, but life has just been very busy for me, being with the end of school and the start of summer. But I am back and I just did a video on this look right here using all new products that I'm going to tell you about later in the video. And at the end of the video, I'm going to go through all the products and what I thought about them, if I like them, if I recommend them, and all that jazz. So yeah, I hope you're excited to watch this video. I'm excited to be back, and let's go ahead and get started with this video. So for today's look, I'm just gonna go in with something very simple. I am going to be using the May BoxyCharm this month. I didn't upload for April, but if you would like to see that video, I can post it because I did film. I just never posted it. It was with that really pretty pinky look that I had posted on my Instagram. If you would like to see how I got that look, like this video and I'll go ahead and upload that one for you. Overall total of this month's BoxyCharm, which is the May BoxyCharm, was $108. You pay $21 a month, and I definitely think by far it is worth it. I really do love BoxyCharm, and actually in the month of June, I upgraded my subscription to the BoxyCharm Luxe, or the Boxy Luxe, and I'm super excited because you get like even more products. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, for today's look, I'm just going to keep it very simple. I'm going to use the BoxyCharm products while also testing out some newer products. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the theme of this month's box was Make Waves. It looks like this, and you have all the descriptions of the products in the back. And this is what the box looks like. It's a really good box this month, and I'm really excited to use these products. I am going to start with the brow definer because I like to do my brows before I do anything. And this brow definer is from, I guess the brand is called Mellow, and it's the brow definer, and this retails for $18. And of course it is a full-size product because most BoxyCharm products are always full-size, which is why I prefer it over Ipsy. But if you can only afford, you know, $10 a month versus $21 a month, I totally understand. Ipsy is still a great subscription service. I just prefer the full-size products, but you know, it's whatever is in your budget. And I have the shade Chocolate, so I hope it works for me. It has the definer on one end and the spoolie on the other. And I'm just going to zoom through this process. Okay, so that is one brow done. It's a little bit darker than what I prefer. I prefer a more soft brown. This is a true chocolate brown. So the color is definitely there. I don't really, y'all know I don't really care for brow pencils. I much prefer a brow pomade. I've been using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio brow pomade in the shade Soft Brown, and that's kind of been my go-to lately. But I have to say, I mean, you know, it's a basic brow pencil. It's a little more waxy than what I'm used to. It's not as creamy as some of the other brow pencils that I've used before. But you know, if you don't have a brow product and you got it in your BoxyCharm this month, I do think it's a good brow product. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this brow off camera, and then I'll get back to you when I'm done. Alright, so my brows are finished. I went ahead and cleaned them up with some concealer, and I actually brushed some translucent powder through them because I just feel like this color is just a little too dark for my liking. I prefer a lighter brow, and these are like really dark. It's not what I'm used to. So I went ahead and put some translucent powder in it to kind of lighten them up, and that's kind of a trick that you can use. But they still are like really dark. But overall, not a bad brow product. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation on, and then I'll be right back. So I'm done my foundation. I used my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Soft Beige. I love this foundation for summer because with this heat, usually it holds up with the heat. Definitely my oil was poked through, but not nearly as bad as some of my other foundations. So if you're very oily, I would say for the summer heat, this is a really good foundation, and it's literally $5.99. Such a good one, so go check this out if you haven't already. For concealer, I have been dying to test this product out. I have actually two products from this brand. I got this in the mail. Oh my god. like literally probably almost a month ago, and I have been waiting to try it out on camera. So I really hope you guys like this video because I have waited so long for this video and to try these products, and I'm finally going to try them and I'm so excited. This is the new Jeffree Star concealer and setting powder, and I am so excited to try this. I have not even taken it out of the container. Of course, I've seen what it looks like. You know, it's all over social media and people have been raving about it, so I'm really excited to try it. But it's still in the box. This is gonna be the first time I look at it on camera with you guys, and I'm so excited. So this is the concealer. I hope this is my shade. I only ordered one shade, which probably wasn't a good idea, because you never know. But I pretty much got as close as I thought I would be, and from the looks at it, it looks like it would be pretty good. Oh no. Well, apparently I suck at getting out this thing out the box because I'm pretty sure I've just broke the little star. Alright, well, my happy butt got so excited that I actually ripped the little star off. There's a little star that lays on top of it, and I ripped it off because I was so excited. And apparently I don't know how to take things out of packaging. But anyway, this is what the concealer looks like. This looks like it'll be a pretty good shade for me. I tried to match as best as I could on the internet, and this is the shade C8, and this is what it looks like. I can't believe I just broke the top. Only me. But like, seriously, this packaging, y'all, this is a concealer. And I want to say it was only like $18 or something. It might even be cheaper than that. I'm not really sure. I don't remember what I paid. But yeah, like this, for this packaging, and it feels very heavy, like it's pretty good. And it was not that expensive. So let's see how it looks. So this is what the applicator looks like. It's a flathead and has some little like holes in the middle so where it holds the products. Yeah, it's a good shade. It'll highlight me. It's a little too light. You definitely do not have to dip in twice. This one holds more than enough product. I just wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So let's see how it blends out and how it lays on top of this foundation. Alright, so the concealer is done. It is definitely a little too light for me. I probably could have gone with just a little bit of a deeper shade. It would be great for highlighting, but I think I need another shade to kind of counteract with it. But it blended out really nicely. I blended it all out and went back with my sponge and just patted it out through my whole face to kind of blend everything in. And I mean, it looks really good. It has like a matte finish. It's not very dewy, which I do not want because I do get oily. So far, so good. I think if I would have had a deeper shade, I would be a little more impressed, but I mean, overall, it looks really good. Now I'm going to use powder. So now I'm going to try out the Jeffree Star Magic. It's the Magic Star setting powder. Did I even tell you what this was? I don't know if I tell you what this was. It was the Magic Star concealer, and this is the Magic Star setting powder. And he has a bunch of shades, and the packaging looks like this. It has the famous Jeffree Star logo with the JC, and this is the banana powder. They were completely sold out, all the translucent and the light powder, so like I really didn't have another choice besides to get the banana. Same situation happened with me with Kylie Cosmetics. So this is going to be what we have to deal with, but it looks like this. So people have been raving about how good it smells. They say it smells like cotton candy. It does smell like cotton candy. It smells good, you know. I'm not really all that into if my powders smell or not. If it works, it works. But this is the banana powder, and it looks like this. You have the little twisty thingy, and the powder comes out of these little holes. So I'm going to put some into my cap. So before I go ahead and do that, because I will bake with that, I'm going to quickly just brush all over my face. I'm going to take my Morphe setting powder in shade Filter 3, and I'm going to quickly brush that all over my face first, and then I'm going to use the Jeffree Star powder to bake. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with contour. I have this new Milani Silky Matte Sunlight Bronzer. It looks like this. I'm going to try this out for the first time, see how I like it. My JH02 brush to rub this all over my cheekbones. Alright, so I really like that bronzer. It's just the right amount of color to where I can build it up and make it darker if I need to, but it's not overly dark. So when I put it on my face, it's not like, you know, bronzer. It's definitely a buildable bronzer, especially the shade Sunlight. This is 01. It's really pretty. It's matte. It blends out very smoothly. I like it. I'm going to take the same bronzer and put that in my crease of my eyes. Alright, so I'm done with the bronzer. Now I'm going to go ahead and take that Jeffree Star setting powder and go ahead and carve out my cheekbones and put the powder underneath my eyes just to give me a little more of a brightening effect and to carve out that bronzer just to clean it up a little bit more. Wow, it smells like cotton candy. So the powder is like very, very, very finely milled. It's like silky smooth. So like I've said before in my videos, you don't want to you don't want to set your entire face with banana powder because it does have a yellow color to it and you don't want that under your face. Banana powder is strictly for baking and brightening under the eyes. Now I do find that Jeffree's powder is a lot like deeper in color than the Kylie Cosmetics one. This Kylie Cosmetics banana powder I have been using since I bought it. I love this to bake. It makes my under eyes look so smooth. My contour comes out so well and it just brings so much life back to the eyes. It's not nearly as yellow as Jeffree's. It's a little bit lighter, which I prefer. This is a little too dark for me, but I'll bake with it and see how it is, and then I'll let you know my thoughts after. So for the eyes, I'm going to do something very simple today. This is the Eye Luster Cream eyeshadow. This is from the brand Ciate London. This is in the BoxyCharm and it retails for $22, and this is the shade Cupid. It looks like this. It's like a very iridescent purple with some gold shift in it. And I'm just going to put that all over the lid as my eyeshadow. Like I said, not doing anything too crazy today. So it's very pretty. It's just like it doesn't have a lot of color to it. You see more of like the gold glitters, but I mean, it's really pretty. It's a very pretty eyeshadow topper if you wanted to top an eyeshadow with it. But I just like how it looks. You know, it gives your eyes just a little bit of something. throw on some mascara, and you're good to go. So I like it. All right, so now I'm going to brush off the bake. Unfortunately, I don't know how I feel about the Jeffree Star powder. It's almost too dark for me. Like, it's not a true, I don't know. It's too dark of a yellow banana, and it's almost leaving a, you can see almost a tint. I think if you have darker skin tone, this would be amazing for you. But it's just, it doesn't work for my skin tone. It's definitely not like the Kylie Cosmetics one. I would definitely need to try the translucent or the light shade. So I'm going to go back with my bronzer and just put a little bit more. Hopefully it'll cancel out some of the yellow tint that you can kind of see. Alright, I'm actually going to take a little bit of my Kylie Cosmetics powder and see if I can brighten up my eyes and my contour, because I'm not feeling this yellow. Like, it almost darkened my foundation, and I'm not, like, you see it? You can see the yellow tint. Like, do you see how much brighter that is? Because that is what a banana powder is supposed to do. It's supposed to brighten. And that almost darkened my foundation. So I'm going to leave that to bake for a little while longer. Hopefully it'll brighten me up. Yeah, because I'm not feeling that Jeffree Star powder, and even though I was so excited about it, I do think overall the powder itself is really good. It just doesn't work for my skin tone. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit for a little while, and then I'm going to come back, do my blush and my highlight, and then we'll finish up the video. Alright, so I let that powder sit, and it definitely brightened up my under eye and my cheekbone a little bit better. So definitely I'm sticking to my Kylie Cosmetics. Next thing in the box is a blush palette from the brand Alamar Cosmetics. If you follow Kathleen Lights on YouTube, she is a YouTuber, and actually her friend created this brand. So it's called Alamar Cosmetics, and this is the Colorette? I don't know, Spanish. Color Blush Trio. And I think they have 3 different palettes. They have one for really fair skin tones, one in the middle, which is this one right here, and they also have another one for really deep skin tones. So you can, and you get 3 blushes in the pan, so you can definitely find your shade of blush. I'm gonna go in with the shade Paricio in the middle, because these oranges are just not going to work for me. So let's go ahead and put on some blush. The palette retails for $22. So that is a very pretty blush. It's very natural looking, like it just gives you the right amount of color to where you just look a little flushed. And it is matte. The middle is matte. This one, Scorcher, has a little bit of shimmer, but it's orange, and so does Castaway, has some shimmer in it. But like I said, those are just not going to work for me. But I do want to put just a touch of Scorcher, the apples on my cheeks. So next for highlight, I don't have any new highlighters, so I'm just going to pick a random one. This is the Master Chrome by Maybelline in the shade Rose Gold. And I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. This is a really pretty highlight for drugstore. Really pretty. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and pop it on my brow bone. And a little bit on my inner corner. So now I'm going to spray my face with some setting spray. My face is dry. I'm going to go ahead and brush through my brows. And I'm going to pop just a little bit more highlight while my face is still damp with a fan brush. Alright, so now I'm going to put on some mascara. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara and my Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. I use both of these. I use Lash Paradise first, and then I go in with Better Than Sex. They did have a different kind of lipstick in the box. This is from Dose of Colors, and this shade is called Bury Me. This is their liquid matte lipstick. I went with a different color because this one was purple, and I did not want to put purple lipstick on. I will never ever in my life wear a purple lipstick. I'll probably give this to a friend. So that's why I went ahead and did a different kind of lip, and the lip that I used was the LA Girl Ultimate Lip Liner in the shade Enduring Mauve, and then I topped it with my Kylie Cosmetics Almost Friday lipstick. So that's the lip, and this is what the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick looks like. It's a very pretty color. I mean, it's a beautiful color. I just will never ever wear this. I'm a nude gal. I don't even wear like red lipsticks. I don't have really big lips, so the only colors that look good on me are just very nude lip colors and pinks. So, but I mean, Dose of Colors has an amazing lipstick formula, so this is a really good lipstick. I just don't like the color. This retails for $18. And then the last thing that came in the box is a face wash. This is from the brand Glam Glow, and it's the Gentle Bubble Daily Conditioning Cleanser, and this retails for $28. It looks like this, really pretty packaging. It looks like this, and of course it's full size. I will definitely be testing this out, and I can let you guys know on my Snapchat how I like it. But that is the face mask, and that is it for the products in the box. This is how the look turns out. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Really like the look that I came up with today. I feel like I look very fresh, awake, dewy. I'm not overly glam. I just look like I did a little bit of something, you know, just to make myself a little bit more presentable. But let's go through everything that I used, and I'll tell you my final thoughts about all the products. Okay, so let's start with the brow pencil. The brow pencil, I do think, is a good pencil. It's a little more on the waxy side. It's not nearly as creamy as like a Benefit brow or the Anastasia brow definer. The actual cream part of it is very big. I just, like, as you can see, yeah, it's a little bit on the fat side, so it's really hard to like get those small little lines that you put in your brow. But I think if you have thick brows, I think this would be an awesome product for you. If you're someone who has to draw on your brows because you don't have a lot of brow hair, I don't think you're gonna like this, because you're not gonna be able to get your precise little brow strokes that you would need. This is the shade Chocolate. I do think it's a little too dark for me. I went through with some more translucent powder and then set it when my brows were wet. So I think it kind of helps a little bit, but this is not, I mean, it looks okay on camera. I just prefer a little bit of a lighter brow, but that's just my personal preference. All around, it is a good brow product, and it does retail for $18. Alright, so next I used the concealer that I broke, which I'm so mad about. But after looking at myself in the mirror, my skin looks like butter. Like, my skin looks like skin. Like, it doesn't look like I have tons of makeup on and it's like really cakey. My under eyes look really nice. It's not cakey, it's not dry. I don't feel dry, but as of right now, it's looking really good. It's set on top of my other foundation really nicely. I do think that I want to order me another shade. I do like this concealer and I want to keep using it, but this is definitely to highlight my inner corners, whereas I would need a shade a little bit darker to blend in with the rest of my foundation, because it's just a little bit too light to use like all around for the forehead, the nose, the chin, and the under eyes. But I do think overall the formula is very good. If you've been wanting to try it, I highly recommend it. I think this is a home run. Just don't break yours like I did. Okay, powder. This powder, I would have to try this out again in my right shade. I think the powder is literally so smooth. It literally feels like silk in your hands. It smells amazing. I think it applies well. I just think this banana powder is way too dark. Like, this is not a true banana powder. The undertone is way too dark. especially for someone like me. If you're more tan and on the deeper side, I think this would be wonderful for you because it would definitely brighten up your under eyes. But because I'm like fair light, when I'm not tanned, I'm more fair light. So this actually deepened my under eyes, and it deepened my cheek where my contour was, and you can actually see like the yellow undertone. And with the banana powder, that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to brighten and erase that, that bronzer to where you get a clean contour. So I do think that this is a good powder. Like, I think the formula is really good, but I can't say how I truly feel about it yet because I need to try out a different shade to see if it really works for me. But overall, I like the packaging. I like the scent of it. I need to test out another color because I'm not sure how I feel about it. I definitely don't like this one, so I'm gonna see if I can exchange this one for a different color. So next, I use this Milani bronzer that I bought from CVS, and I have to say, this is the shade again, Sunlight, and it's the silky matte bronzer. I have to say, it's a really nice bronzer. It's matte, it's buildable, it's not like too intense in color to where when you first apply, it's like you get all muddy. This is definitely a bronzer that you have to keep applying to build up the color, but I like that because I feel like you get a more natural finish. So definitely a good bronzer. You can get this at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, anywhere they sell Milani. The next thing in the box was the eyeshadow. I love this eyeshadow. I just think it gives me just like a little bit of something without me having to like spend a whole lot of time doing an eye look. I'm definitely going to be using this again. Even though it looks purple in the tube, you don't see the purple. You see like the gold flecks, which I thoroughly enjoy because it looks like I popped glitter, but it was literally just this one little swipe, took a brush, patted it down, and you were done. I put a little bit of bronzer in my crease, and I'm done. And I love that. So this is definitely a home run. Again, this was the Ciate London. This is the shade Cupid, and it's $22. So I highly, highly recommend this. I'm definitely going to be checking out some more shades because I just like the way it looks. The last thing that was new that came in the box was the blush palette. I think this is a great blush palette. If you've been looking into this brand, I think the quality of the blushes is really nice. And like I said, it's $22. So for 3 blushes, that's not terrible. It's not bad at all. So yeah, I mean, it's just a simple blush palette, and it works. It's really good. And they have 3 different palettes, so you can definitely find your shade throughout the range. That's pretty much it. I did not try the lipstick, but I do know that Dose of Colors has an amazing lipstick formula. So if you've been looking into Dose of Colors, definitely check them out. I just don't wear purple lipstick. I never will. So I just didn't put it on. But other than that, this is the end of the video. I really hope you guys liked it. Again, if you wanted to see that pink look that I did a few months ago, that was from the April BoxyCharm. I didn't upload it just because life got busy. It's the end of the year for me. School was ending. I got really busy, but now it's summer vacation and I am ready to film all summer long. So I'm really excited about that. But if you want to see it, give this video a thumbs up. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to get back to filming and doing more looks for you guys. So that was the May BoxyCharm. I used some new products from Milani, Jeffree Cosmetics. And yeah, I really hope you guys have a great start to your summer, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.